Hi there, and welcome to another video. So I want to talk a little bit about a topic that keeps coming up in the comment section, and that is a topic of choosing the right approach for awakening, meditation, integration, and so forth. And some people seem to be very fixated on approaches and ways to go about this, like methods, sort of. And I can tell you that if you are experiencing that, you're looking for the right way, you're all in your mind. And this is a way your mind keeps you hooked it keeps luring you into the thought world. So start to investigate that paradigm in and of itself, of the idea that there is a right approach. And what does right even mean? What does right approaches even mean? And what is even an approach, right? So this is awakening is really existential. It is the primary, like we're digging to the core of reality. So you have to start questioning your ideas about the world and the stories that you have in your mind, especially these sort of stories. It can be hard when we think that we're on this journey and we're looking for methods and ways to go about it, right? And we develop ideas based on usually books and other like YouTubers and everyone else, like, and their journeys. And we're trying to sort of make it match our own. And one of the most courageous or most important and crucial things you can do on this journey is to stop watching others, stop reading books, and just start to investigate your direct experience. Especially the thoughts that come along. You don't need an approach to investigate your thoughts. You can call that an approach as well, of course, but essentially, you don't need a paradigm of approaches. This is all, I would say, inquiry and investigation into reality itself. And some approaches can be, of course, useful. I don't know, like meditation techniques and stuff can be useful, but I woke up without any of that. I would just became very aware of my mind and how it made me suffer and how much suffering I had created for myself in life because I was paying so much attention to the inner world. And if I was just being present, experiencing every moment as it is, I didn't need that commentary. I didn't need to figure everything out. And I didn't need to worry too much about who I was in the world and all of that. It was all a waste of time, and I could just enjoy life. So you don't really need those judgments about ways to go about this or how to do this or what to do. Just notice that whole story in and of itself. And also notice right and wrong. And what is even that, right? It's also a story, it's also a mental belief. And if I were to tell you that there was a right way, like that you have to do this a certain way, then like I wouldn't be authentic either, right? Because there is no right way. It's your way. It's what is right for you, and only you can really know that. And regarding awakening, it has to be your journey. It has to be your own. It can be a very like strong disempowerment, like when we start to worship like gurus and we start to think that, like, if you look at humanity, you know, like believing in this man in the sky, yeah, and believing in Jesus. Maybe he was alive and he probably had a lot of great things to say, and all, like everyone that's like the masters that's lived and everything, probably. But what has that to do with your moment right now, right? Do you need a figure to be an authority in your life to help you through this journey? So I have to say those things because it's so easy to get wrapped up in the mind, try to find the right teacher, right approach, right everything. There is no right. It's your experience of this moment, and it's the thoughts about this moment. So notice the difference between the mind and the five senses. It is the most primary thing you can do, and become aware of your being that is already here. It's already with you. It can be really hard to let go of the spiritual journey because it can be a lot of identity tied to the spiritual journey. the spiritual seeker, this like I've moved from here and I've gotten this far. It's all mind. It's all thoughts, it's all stories. I'm sorry to tell you, but at some point, if you want to experience liberation, you have to let go of those stories too. So yeah, that was my answer to some of those questions about right and wrong approaches and all of those things. Notice your thoughts. There is no, like, you have to realize when you are stuck in the mind, looking for paths, like a linear way, all of those things, and when you are present. It's very simple. It's much more simple than you think. It's much simpler than the mind can ever comprehend, because it's primary to the mind, is your being. That was what I was on my agenda today, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. And yeah, namaste.